On the CNBC Newsline is DA Davidson's Tom Forte. Tom, welcome. How should we be thinking about Apple as investors heading into a new year after what's been a really good 2021?
Yeah, so 2021 has been remarkable for Apple. Shares have flirted with almost $3 trillion on the market cap side. I think the good news in 22 is that the company remains in the midst of a multi-year cycle as consumers upgrade their smartphones to take advantage of a growing 5G network. But what was remarkable last year and this year was the subsidies offered by T-Mobile and Verizon to get consumers to upgrade. So I think that really is working in the company's favor in 2022.
Well, what about the $3 trillion market cap? Does it mean anything? I mean, no one really talks about the law of large numbers anymore for any of the mega cap tech companies because there are so many there now in the space, and they just continue to go higher. How do you view it?
Yeah, great point, Scott. So we wrote a white paper on what could slow shares of Amazon, and we did talk about the law of large numbers, how Amazon needs $3.9 billion for just 1% revenue growth. For Apple, I think what happened was investors were willing to bid up the stock on the expectation it would come out with an electronic vehicle, or as you talked about earlier, a more significant product to exploit AR/VR. So I think what you're seeing with Apple is investors are willing to bet on the expectation of new products. That hasn't always been the case, but I think that's why you see a premium multiple right now for the stock.
Tom, do you think that
looking at the cash hoard? Oh, Leslie, I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Les.
All good. Do you think that Apple, the narrative surrounding its reputation as this safe haven stock continues next year?
I think absolutely. So, and the other thing, though, the big challenge for Apple in 22, which could persist of all for 22, is the supply chain. So you look at in the September quarter, it cost them $6 billion in revenue. In the December quarter, they expected to have a bigger impact. So, yes, I think there's a safe haven element to Apple, but 2022 still will be challenging from the supply chain standpoint.
Lastly, what about the $200 billion in cash they're sitting on? It's a little north of that, obviously. Do they do anything meaningful with it? And I don't mean small acquisitions. I know they're going to continue to buy back stock, et cetera. But is a big acquisition in the cards, or are they just hoarding that cash to make a bigger play, either in the metaverse with in an automobile or something like that?
Yeah, so what they've used their cash for, in addition to buyback, is to vertically integrate the company when you think about their own chip efforts, so they're less reliant on Intel. I think they're going to invest in something to take advantage of the metaverse opportunity, something to advance their efforts in augmented reality, virtual reality. So I see them investing the cash and then buying back shares to a lesser extent.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.